want to do another Justice League rant.
No, we're not doing Justice League rant.
Okay, this is not.
This is all Marvel rant.
This is about characters.
This is
powerful.
the Marvel rant.
No, so put him on. This guy.
Alright. Now we can just continue to talk how we were talking. I don't think I think that they did dumb down Hulk's character as far as how powerful he can be. Granted, we haven't seen him in a situation where he had to use his power to his potential. We did see him fight the Iron Man Hulk Buster suit. We did see him fight Thor and everything like that. But I want to see how strong he is compared to a cosmic being. We saw a little bit of that with Surtur. When he came up and he jumped up and he hit Surtur, and Surtur, his jaw went to the side and he kind of lost his balance. That showed how strong the Hulk is compared to Surtur. So, and remember, Thor fought Surtur as well, but he fought a weak Surtur.
Yeah.
He wasn't at his potential.
Yeah.
So this is Surtur revived to his full strength, and we're seeing Hulk come after him.
And that's what made that whole Hulk vs. Thor scene unrealistic at first. I'm thinking like, yo, Hulk will give it to Thor. But then when I see Hela, I'm like, wait a second. If Thor is that strong as Hela, then maybe he could.
We didn't
But I don't understand is Thor is supposed to be strong as a Superman. Not as strong as Superman, but as powerful as a Superman, I should say. But we never seen that. So
I think we're gonna start to see that.
Yeah.
Because when he had that Thor rage and he became that strong, I think we're gonna start to see that potential in Thor. I think now we're gonna start to see it because now he's starting to realize that all his strength doesn't come from his hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not be able to fly no more though.
I guess so. They never showed the age difference between Thor and Hela, and you see how strong Hela is.
That too, because Hela's been living for how long? A lot longer than Thor.
Thor didn't even know about it.
Exactly. A lot of people didn't know about
it. The thing
it.
is, Odin didn't even go head on with it. He sent his group of the Valkyries, whatever, like, hey, go handle this chick.
But look, even Valkyrie, look how strong she is, because she was around with Hela.
Yeah.
So that means she had to be around for that many years. Who knows how long this battle was? Because you start to look at things. All right, if you look at the first Thor we saw Odin come to Earth, or no, not to Earth. Yeah, to come to Earth to face man, the frost giant's god.
I forgot.
Laufey.
Yeah. Was that Earth? I thought that was the ice giant's planet.
It was Norway.
Okay,
It was Norway, because they were trying to freeze the Earth, and then Asgard came. But you saw a younger Odin, and that's when he lost his eye during that battle.
Yeah.
Now I forget the year it was, but if you look at that year, how much earlier was it that that Hela was around?
I don't know.
Man, it's a lot of time differences. I gotta look at the first Thor movie and check that out. Oh man, you on 10%, bro? You on 10%?
Yeah, alright, let's be quick. Let's be quick. Yes. Yeah, but nah, I feel like we can't really dive too much into the time differences thing because I mean, clearly they're not too strict on time. I mean, this is still a developing thing, you know. It's not like everything was set in stone with them. That's what they're gonna do. It's still developing. I mean, people still today think that Spider-Man: Homecoming kind of threw up the timeline a little bit, which it kind of did. You know what I mean? So, or kind of readjusted what timeline they're trying to work with.
Well, how did it throw off the time?
Because I think what happened? I think Civil War didn't happen the year it happened. I mean, we assume Civil War happened in
2015.
2015. Wait, 2016. Wait, no.
2015.
I mean the Avengers movie. We assumed it happened in 2012. But I think in that universe, I think it happened sooner.
2010.
Yeah, but we assumed it was 2012. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
So the timeline kind of is like not jumping around, but I think they're trying to readjust it. So it might not fit the timeline where they're going by now with Hela and their father. You know what I mean? Like Odin losing his eye could have been a day after he locked up Hela. You know what I mean?
Well, I know you brought in that 5,000 year thing. Do we think that's the
No,
Is that average lifespan, or is that because when I look at Odin and I look at all the other Asgardians, there's nobody as old as Odin. If you take a look at all the other Asgardians on the planet, you don't see no older people there.
Well, they do say like it's like you know with like for example like certain things will say like the more they use their power, the older they age faster. You know what I mean? Like that goes a lot with like usually anime does that, but like sometimes I guess it could apply also to this too. It could be like because he's been in more battlefields, he's aged faster than normal. You know?
Because he's constantly using the Odin. Well, it's called the Odin Force. He's been using his power. But like, I think that could be the case. The 5,000 year thing, I was saying that, but then when I retracted because of the fact that when Malekith was around that first 5,000 for the convergence, his father, Odin's father, was there. He was the one who did the battle, but he was able to recollect it. He said, my father, King Bor, was the one who kind of took the ether and hid it away. So that was 5,000 years ago. So I don't know how old Odin may have been, but I think they live for about 5,000 years if they don't use their powers actively like that.
And then we gotta talk about, is it 5,000 Earth years or
Asgardian years?
Asgardian years, which
that could be anything.
Yeah, you gotta take all that into account.
Like what did Grandmaster say? Yeah, I'm a million years here, but out there, and he don't say anything because he probably can't tell because it's probably longer than that. 'Cause I think he's like what, one of the first.
He's one of the elders. He's one of the elders
of the
first
universe. Yeah.
Because they had a universe prior to this 616 universe, but when everything destroyed, there was only a few of them that were left back. Because the Celestials. Oh, we didn't even mention that before. The Celestials. If you looked at all the character designs and all the people who were in the mask and everything like that, those were all Celestials.
Yeah.
They were all Celestials, and it makes so much sense that they would be around the Grand Master because who else would have remembered them? Yeah, who would remember them? And they even mentioned that with the Collector. The Collector said they were powerful beings who used to wield the stones. And you see a Celestial. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, Marvel Cinematic Universe, they know what they're doing. I don't want to get into DC. I don't want to get into DC.
You sure? You know what?
I was about to say I hate the DC.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, they're coming out 2 weeks from now. It's gonna be a good film.
I don't know. I feel like.
I just want them to be better, man.
Yo.
I don't think so. Thor announced when they were gonna do Thor 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's DC's fault for wanting to drop it. They're trying to piggyback off of the success of Thor. That's why.
I don't know, but maybe. But I know they couldn't do it. Maybe they should have done it in October then. But then again,
they should have did Wonder Woman in October then, or put Wonder Woman in this spot.
Nah, you got Justice League, and
that's
you put
a summer movie.
That's
a summer
May
movie.
That's a May movie. You start in May because you think that's gonna last all summer.
Nobody gonna want to see, and they're gonna drop it the week before Thanksgiving. Not even Thanksgiving weekend to maximize its returns.
Holidays, they figured get more.
It's just
like I said, it's gonna
weird,
be,
man.
it's gonna gain a lot of
Who do
money.
you guys think gonna make more money? Thor Ragnarok, or I should say overall, but opening weekend? Do you think?
Yo, JLA should blow out Thor Ragnarok. I don't care if Thor comes out with 500 million in the first week. JLA better double that. Whatever Thor do, JLA got to double.
But why do you say that? I mean,
you have six. Alright.
This is my point.
Go ahead.
This is my point, right? Like, alright, so like, Thor, like Marvel did a great job making. We can't say. I mean, we can still say Batman, Superman are the world's most well-known characters.
Yes.
That's quickly changing.
Yes.
That is quickly changing. Thor,
No, wait.
More kids now who know about Thor, who know about the Hulk, who know about all these characters and their backstories. More than they're learning about Batman and Superman.
This is true. What you said is correct. That more people are learning about Thor, but not everybody really know about Thor. They didn't know Thor because of the movies. I understand that. Great. But people know Flash, and Flash never had a movie.
Yep.
People know Superman. People know Batman. People know Wonder Woman before they even had movies. So
you see, hold on, when you see see a Marvel movie, you're just not seeing that character anymore. You're seeing that character in a bigger universe. I mean, how like we see these like if you think about it, all the characters you've seen in Thor Ragnarok alone, you see Thor, you see the Hulk, Loki, you see all these characters to fit a bigger universe. That's gonna draw more seats because if you didn't want to go to see Thor, you went to go see the Hulk. If you didn't want to go see the Hulk, maybe you went to go see Loki. You know what I mean? What are you going to see with these characters? You got a Flash who's not established, Aquaman who's not established, Wonder Woman who's barely established. Nobody likes Superman. That ass is a jerk.
That doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure everybody under the under the age of 10, everybody in the world know who Superman and Batman is. There's not one person in the world that doesn't even have one of their outfits.
You know what I think?
You're right, but it's not going to get people into the seats. That's what's more important.
What I agree with what you're saying, Mano, and I agree with what Deceptively Awesome is saying. At the end of the day, it's all about perception. When it comes to BVS, the way BVS perceived the entire universe, Deceptively also said it best. We're seeing characters that are not developed. They were trying to convince us in BVS that we have a Superman that is developed in his thinking. We have a Batman that's developed. We've never seen this Batman before. We don't know what this Batman is all about. And we're still trying to figure out what this Superman even stands for. Because he doesn't stand for truth, justice, and American way. There was nothing American about what he did in Africa. He came all the way over there and killed a bunch of people just to save one woman. I don't understand where they were going.
Hurt people. See, you fell for it too.
Oh man,
somebody shot him.
He sent them through a wall. He's dead. He's dead.
You fell for it too.
Oh man, he is dead.
Lex Luthor tricked the people and you as well.
Listen,
but
man.
like I said, I understand like Thor is more popular now. However, Thor had 2 movies that weren't.
That's right.
Weren't good at all.
But then he had a saving grace because he was in those Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
And when you saw Avengers, you see his character. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, wow, he's pretty cool. Now I want to go check out his movies.
Negative. Negative.
I don't think so.
Even a Dark World. Guess what I watched that? Home.
No, I'm thinking like you can't look at him as a singular person anymore. Like
he's part of a bigger universe.
I'll give you that.
Marvel knows that Iron Man is not a big character. None of these characters are really huge. So put them together, that's going to draw more seats. Like I said before, a long time ago, before Spider-Man was going to announce in his universe, I said if they ever get Spider-Man, that's going to draw way more of a crowd. It's not just that people are going to come to see the Avengers. People are going to also come to see Spider-Man too. Who might not like the Avengers. So like I said, Thor Ragnarok is not just Thor alone anymore. It's Thor and how does he fit into this bigger universe? Plus Thanos. Are we going to see Thanos? Are we going to see, like Corey said, Vader rebuilt? They're doing much more fan service than DC, which is at the same 5 or however much people that nobody really likes.
But that was BVS. BVS was nothing but fan service. They just took 2 of the most famous story arcs and meshed them together. They don't care if it made sense or not. They just threw it in there. The death of Superman, you saw that. Doomsday fight, you saw that.
And if we're speaking of casual watchers, they're gonna go see Justice. There's not a person that I'll say either if they never read the comics, but if they see the Justice League, they're like, oh. If you ask anybody like who's in Justice League, they're like, oh, Superman, Batman, they in it? Oh, I'm gonna go watch that movie.
You should have just called it the Super Friends. You should have just called it the Super Friends.
That's kind of my thing. Casual, yeah, you're right. Casual watchers are gonna go see the movie, but if the movie is incoherent and you can't really understand it, like how BVS and Suicide Squad was super hard to follow or even care, what makes anyone want to go see Justice League?
Look, we're gonna go see Justice League.
It's not a good story.
Us 3 right here is gonna see Justice League.
I'm only doing this because...
And we don't like the other. No, even if you wasn't doing for YouTube, you would still go see it.
I don't know.
You have to. It's a moment.
I don't know about that. It's a moment, but is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it worth it?
Yes. It's something that it has to be done.
Listen,
whether we like it or not, we still have to see.
We will never see another Avengers movie for the first time because it's been done. So I agree with you. Yes, we will never see a Justice League movie for the first time. And it's very depressing to know that this is the Justice League that we are going to see for the first time.
You call it
a Justice League with no Superman. with no Superman.
Yo, he was in a dream. He's there.
We're seeing a Justice League with no Superman.
That's my
And a
thing,
Superman
too.
that's not even loved or established.
Yo, he died
That's
last
my thing
film.
too. What like Superman? The one thing I don't like that they're doing is the marketing. We know he's in the movie. Stop like this so like I ain't gonna lie. Like DC, I support them.
Look how depressing this thing is. Go ahead. Sorry.
DC, I support them, but it's like they're so backwards. Like when BVS trailer, they do Doomsday in there when we didn't need to assume Doomsday. Now that when we didn't even know Doomsday was gonna even be in it, we didn't care that whether he was gonna be in it or not. You know, that he threw him in there, and now we knew he was gonna be in there. Justice League, it's like, guys, who are you fooling? Superman is gonna be in there. Would you just show him already and stop playing like he's not gonna be in the movie? It'll be ballsy if they don't put him in the movie at all.
I think that would be. I said the same thing. I did the same thing. I thought that would
I
be.
would respect the decision.
That'd be
But
dope.
if they're gonna show him anyway, just show him and stop being stupid.
Well,
Like you're not fooling anyone. That's like me playing hide and seek, and I'm hiding under a curtain. You can still see my feet.
well, we
It's
all
like, you can
well
still see me.
we always complain about DC, you know, giving away too much. So
But they're backwards.
look, personally, I don't want to see Superman again for a while anyway. So I think he should take about 2 or 3 movies off.
Nope. You're gonna see
Nope.
Superman.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's gonna be in that black suit.
It's
He's gonna be in that black suit.
And it's kind of like we know this already. Why are you guys not putting him in the marketing? That's gonna make more people come. You know what I mean? Like, that's just so like whoever. Like I'm telling you, they keep having the same marketing team, and they all should be fired. Like I don't get why any of them still have their jobs.
Well,
It doesn't make no sense.
To go back to Thor Ragnarok, I thought something was so hilarious with the guy, the Rock dude. He was holding the other guy, what's his name, in his hand.
like,
He was
yeah,
like,
he's dead.
He's dead. He was like, oh no, he's dead. Like I was just carrying him around. I just thought it was messed up to leave him there, and then he woke up like, oh, he's alive, everybody. Yo, he was. I didn't expect for his voice to be the way that it was.
You think it's gonna be some big,
So big, yeah. Because you saw his brother in Thor: The Dark World. You saw his brother come through, and then you see him.
Smash.
I thought it was hilarious to hear his voice. I was like, man, they are going all out. And when you said when Hulk jumped out, when Bruce Banner jumped out of the plane and he landed on the Bifrost, I was dying. I was dying. He just looked like a wet,
I was waiting for that
fish.
epic moment of hope because I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh
He just hit the ground like. Yo, I was dying. I was dying. And then the dog is pushing him. I was rolling, man.
Theater was rolling, man.
Hilarious. I'm like, Marvel knows what they're doing.
Hey,
Like, why would you ever go to a Marvel movie and you complain, yo, man, they always have all this comedy? It's a Marvel movie. What you expect? It's a comic book movie. Come on, man.
No, I do agree with that though.
What do you guys talked about the CGI? What do you guys thought about Fenris, the wolf dog?
I thought the wolf dog was fine. He looked like Edward Cohen from the Twilight series. He looked just like those werewolves.
I thought it was
You know, a fun fact about the werewolf is that the werewolf is actually Loki's son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah.
I heard something like that. Loki's son and daughter is in the movie.
pretty much.
Yeah, and what do you call it? And Valkyrie, when she was saved in that flashback scene, that was the original Valkyrie that saved her.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. I'm looking at it like, yo,
That was
that's
the original.
that looks like yeah.
Crazy,
I
yo,
forgot. I
crazy.
don't even know if her name is Valkyrie, the one that plays Valkyrie. They kept on calling her.
Calling her
something number.
Valkyrie, yeah.
They call her like Grandmaster was calling her something like Bird
27 or
Yeah.
some type of number.
because
Yeah.
that was the comic that she appeared in.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. You see, Marvel movies make you do your research and makes you want to find out so much more stuff about the movie. Marvel knows what they're doing, man.
Yeah,
Marvel knows
because
what they're
every
doing.
line is not just a throwaway line. Most lines are like they have some kind of hidden meaning. Or most things that happen have some kind of a secret agenda to them. That's what makes their movies interesting.
Yes.
It's not just like little cameos that they have.
Yeah,
It's
even the
also things
sarcastic
they say, and even titles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Love it, man. I love Marvel. Love Marvel. Marvel knows what they're doing. Marvel Studios know what they're doing. And then we got Black Panther, coming out in 3 months. You hear that, folks? 3 months. We have December, January, Black Panther. And then after that, another 3 months. We have March, April, May, Infinity War. And then after that, to see Captain Marvel. I'm telling you, man, Marvel, yo, I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing else in this world.
Yo, if Infinity War ends with a snap, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. And then we have another Infinity War. We have another Avengers movie next year. We have Wasp and Ant-Man coming out. Oh man.
Did you see the Wasp costume and everything? It looks dope.
No.
If you haven't seen it online, check it out.
Dope. I can't. Yo.
Good stuff coming.
Yo,
Yo,
DC,
don't go back to. Come on, man. We just left. We was getting away from DC.
Alright, yo, we good, man. We good. Listen, this was just we were just chit chatting and we said, yo, let's record this and just put this out there for people to think.
Barbershop talk.
Barbershop talk. There was another thing that I wanted to mention in the movie that we did not mention, and I forgot what it was. Man, but at the end of the day, man, Thor did his thing. I was very happy. Top three for this
Marvel?
And Marvel?
Top 3 in Marvel?
It seems like Marvel just makes it even harder for us.
We won't
And then the
discuss
next-
it, but
Next
I don't
week,
know.
yeah, man. The next time you see us, we're gonna have another roundtable discussion. Hopefully, this guy right here is gonna be present. But we're gonna have another discussion. We're gonna break down our top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and there's more movies than 10. So we have to cut. Some of them have to make the cut, and others are gonna have to be put to the side. I can tell you right now, Iron Man 3 is not gonna be on my list. Far from my list. Iron Man 3 is not gonna be on my list. I had to say that. I had to say that.
No.
Alright, we out of here, man. Alright, Zam's out. Yeah, we're at like 4%, so we out. Alright, bro.